Today we have had the second day of the annual training. In today's particular session on competition law in times of crisis, we took the participants through various issues. One, we took the participants through the effects of the COVID in this period and how it has affected competition in the market. The COVID period has created a crisis in the market in terms of supply and demand. It has created logistical and transport issues. It has also created a scenario where there are new innovations which are coming in. There are certain effects of COVID in the market, and one of them was about the issues of demand and supply of essential products in the market and foodstuffs. And we noted that there were issues of rising demand due to panic buying brought about by the fact that people thought that the goods were scarce in the market. There were interventions by the government to deal with the movement of people and goods, and this affected the aviation sector. It affected the local road transport sector. This had an ultimate effect of affecting the supply chain in terms of the raw materials in the factories. In terms of the legal framework we have in place as per the Competition Act, is that the authority has provisions in the Act which can deal with the competition issues in times of crisis like now. Specifically, we can begin with the aspect of abuse of dominance. Under Section 24 of the Act, there is a provision for dealing with excessive pricing and dealing with exclusionary conduct by dominant firms in the market. Section 25 allows us to look at certain agreements or collaborations between players in the market which will benefit the public and outweigh the competition concerns involved. This is very relevant for this COVID period because ensuring the maintenance of these goods or services that they are distributed consistently in the market will be to the benefit of the consumers. So Section 25 and 26 on exemptions is very well applicable to this COVID period. Additionally, under Section 32, we have the authority can also intervene during this period by coming up or developing an expanded framework on block exemption guidelines, which will cover other aspects of collaboration between players to ensure distribution of production and distribution of products in the market. The guidelines which we've developed covering franchises, sports promotions, and the generation content. There is need, therefore, to expand the scope of these guidelines to cover the need to have essential products and services provided in the market. And this is why we are thinking of expanding the scope so that we can include such issues as joint ventures between producers or joint ventures between distributors, as well as collaboration by players in the market who are producing the essential goods and services. The authority had various interventions in this COVID period. One of those interventions was that the authority issued a notice to the distributors and manufacturers in the country, and this was to ensure that there is a stable supply of goods and essential goods and services in the country despite the COVID pandemic. And the notice essentially gave a warning to any of the players in the market against hoarding of products and increasing prices of products arbitrarily to take advantage of the rise in demand. The authority kept monitoring the prices of goods and availability of essential health products and foodstuffs throughout the country. Additionally, the authority later on in July, August, received certain information that an association in the hospitality industry was recommending a no credit policy to its members. The law prohibits recommendations by associations to its members, especially when the recommendations deal with terms of trade, which therefore mean that there are aligning strategies to be applied instead of competing for customers. So those are some of the interventions the authority has undertaken in this COVID period. Going forward is that we'll continue to monitor the market to ensure that products and services are consistently available in the market, and the pricing regime is not adversely affected.